Hello everyone, thanks for joining us here. My name is Jeremy Allen with Fit for Life. Fit for Life is a show designed to give professional fitness advice that anyone can use. We want to make you fit for everyday life, but also keep you fit for a lifetime. All right, so we're going to start off giving you some general fitness tips that are designed to help you throughout the day. Also, want to make sure that you consult with your physician before you do any of these. That's very important. So, to start off with, you want to make sure that you exercise or be intentionally active for at least 30 minutes every day. Next, want to make sure that you drink at least 2 liters of water each day. That's 8 glasses, the general 8 glasses of water. That's very important because it makes you very hydrated and it keeps you going by your body function. All right, next we got get 8 hours of sleep each night. Very important to get 8 hours of sleep. If you cut that out, if you get short sleep each night, that makes your next day very non-productive and you don't even recover from the day before. So you want to make sure you continue to get 8 hours of sleep every night. That is very important. Next, want to make sure that you eat a healthy, balanced diet. Don't skip meals and don't participate in fad diets. And last but not least, want to make sure that you eat breakfast every day. Eating breakfast in the morning jumpstarts your metabolism and gives you that energy that you need to get going throughout the day. All right. So now we're going to move on to today's exercise. We like to give exercises each time we meet here because they're very important. And these exercises are going to be simple yet effective. You can also do them at home or at the gym. All right, so the exercise for today is a push-up, all right? Push-ups are awesome because they work so many muscles in your upper body. They work your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, and even your core. So I love push-ups because they're one of the most inclusive upper body exercises that you can do. They also work your back as well. So we're gonna start off showing you some push-ups. We're gonna start off with push-ups on your feet, which are more advanced, and we're gonna go to push-ups on your knees, which are modified if you're just getting started with push-ups, okay? So let's start off with push-ups on your feet. You wanna have your back flat, chest over the hands, and we're going down till you're almost touching the ground and almost up. We're gonna go elbows at 90 degrees, pushing through the chest and back up. Back flat, chest up. Now that's a push-up from your feet. Now to make them a little bit easier and take stress off the upper body, I'm gonna do them on your knees, still keeping your back flat. Push up. Push up there, that's a way to modify it. And lastly, if you wanna make them even easier, if that's a little bit tough for you, lift the hips up and we go just like that. Push up that way with your chest a little bit behind your hands. And then lift the hips up a little bit, all right? Still on your knees. That's about the third way you can modify it, but anybody can do those and gradually you can move from your knees up to your feet and you get stronger and stronger. So that's the exercise for today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can email me at jeremyallenfitness@gmail.com. I'll answer any questions about technique or anything like that. Take care and I'll talk to you soon. All right, so today's special guest, very excited to have him. His name is JD Byas. He's on the Dallas SWAT team, and until recently, he was the oldest member on the squad. So I'm excited. He's one of my personal training clients, and he's done great. So I want to have you guys check him out here. We had a great interview out in Dallas, Texas. Here he is. Hey everyone, today we have a special guest, very special. His name is JD Byas. He's a member of the Dallas SWAT team, and until recently, he was the oldest member on the SWAT team. And I'm very happy to have him here. He's actually a personal friend and a client, a personal training client of mine for years. And it's been a pleasure, and I'm very excited to have him here on the show today. So, JD, how you doing?
Good.
Good to be. I'm really excited to ask you and share with the audience some of the ways that being physically fit has helped your career. So let's start with that. How has being fit and how has working out and being in fitness helped your overall career?
Well, being out in the department, coming up on 32 years now, I can tell you that being in shape and having that physical ability has helped me out tremendously. I know the stereotype of, grabbing the donuts and things like that. That's always the joke.
Right.
But I will tell you that just a healthier life in general is what makes my job much easier. I think that the circumstances that are given to us at any given time can create some situations that you're going to need everything that you have in order to maintain the ability to come home. So therefore, that fitness helps out a lot.
So you got to hit the weights.
Yes.
Because that makes a huge difference. And,
absolutely.
And also they require you guys to have a semi-annual fitness test, correct?
Yes, every 6 months we're asked to take a physical fitness test. Now with SWAT, it's a little unique than some of the rest of the units in the department, is the fact that we're paid to work out.
Right.
So we come in the morning and we're allotted an hour and a half to work out, get cleaned up, and get ready to hit the streets. With that though, you have to pass a test every 6 months. And if you fail that, you're given the opportunity to pass it again within 30 days. If you fail that, then you're not kicked off the department. However, you need to find a new home from SWAT.
Right. Wow. So what exactly does a test entail? Like what's all in there?
Realistically, independently, I believe there's 7 stages, if I count correct. There's 7 stages to it. Independently, they're not real hard, but it's the way the test is designed, you can really get fatigued very quickly. So one of the first things they do is obviously they check your weight. The second thing they want to do is they do what they call the vertical leap, how high you can jump. You have to have that flexibility of being able to jump high. It used to be like a sit and reach, but I think they went with the vertical leap as a better standard. From there, then you'd go over and you'll do a one-time max bench press of whatever you can do, and they have a certain amount for your weight, how much you have to do. So before you even hit the weight or lay down to do, you already know what your max you need to do to pass.
Gotcha.
After that, you go back and then you will do your sit-ups. And you have so much time to do a certain amount of sit-ups.
Okay.
Once you do that, then you transition to a track, because this is sometimes they do it at the track and other times they do it at the station, and then everyone loads up and goes to the track.
Okay.
Once you get to the track, you have a 300-meter sprint, which is also under timed. Once you get done with that, then you have max push-ups, which means there's no time limit. You can just do as many push-ups as you can, although there is a number you have to pass.
Okay.
Once you do those push-ups, then you have a small break, and in between that, then you have to finish up with a 1.5 miles.
Wow. Well, with that being said, how has regular workouts helped you in your everyday work? Like, say for instance, you have to, barricade through a door, or you have to take someone down, or you have to carry all that heavy equipment. How has workouts really helped you, with that?
Well, if you take into consideration that, all right, I'm pushing 57. I'm playing a young man's game. I recently moved over from the SWAT to a support system, which is still part of SWAT. I'm just not knocking down the doors anymore. But with that, the next youngest guy is 48 years old.
Yeah.
And how's it helped me personally is that it has enabled me to be able to stay with this group of young men,
right,
because our average age is probably in their mid-30s to early 40s.
Right.
And it gives me the availability to keep up with them. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I don't lift as much as I used to, but I do my share and can carry my own weight.
Right, you can contribute,
and so I can still contribute, absolutely.
Right.
Best way to put it.
That's really cool. I guess a lot of people don't really understand the physical aspect of being a police officer, let alone being on the SWAT team. And because a lot of times they have a stereotype in their head about the donuts and all that.
Sure,
but to do what you do, physical fitness is just so key. And I wanted to bring you on the show because we've worked together, and I like to kind of brag on you, the fact that you've been on the force for so long and you've been so productive, and it's just a pleasure. And that's really all that I had for you today. And I'm just really excited that you came on the show. Thank you so much for joining us here
Absolutely.
on the show. And JD Byas, thank you for serving and all you do to protect the community. So
thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Yes.
Have a
yes.
good one. We really appreciate JD coming on here and talking. We had a great time out there in Dallas. He's a great guy. So now we're going to go into some Q&A questions, And these are questions I get asked frequently by people throughout the day and whenever I'm out and people find out I'm a trainer and this is what I do. I get these questions fairly often, and I hope to answer these questions for you and add some value there. So first of all, I get asked the question, what's the easiest way to lose belly fat? That's a great question, and people usually think it's by doing crunches or sit-ups, but to your surprise, it's not. It's actually the easiest way to lose belly fat is losing fat over your whole entire body. So when you drop overall body fat by having a caloric deficit, so eating better, working out more, losing body fat, that's when you'll lose fat around your actual midsection. Doing crunches and midsection exercises will help define the muscles there and tone the area, but you won't lose belly fat. So you'll still have that ring of fat. So a lot of times you'll see people with a big belly or heavy-set people doing lots of crunches and things like that because they feel like that's going to make them have a better belly. But the reality is you have to lose the fat all the way around your body before you lose fat around your belly. You can't spot train, so to speak. You can't pick where you lose fat around your body. Fat doesn't work that way. Muscle does, but not fat. All right, so I hope that answers your question there. Next, I got the question of, is it better to exercise for 2 days per week for an hour or for 4 days per week for 30 minutes? That's a great question. I always lean towards 4 days a week for 30 minutes because every day we're eating a certain way. Every day we're putting in certain things in our body. We're making certain decisions. We have all these things going on every day. And if exercise only comes in twice per week, you're giving the other things a lot more power. You're giving a lot more weight to those things rather than having exercise being a part of your daily routine and the things that matter every day. Your body will take over and and actually work for you when you put exercise as a priority on a daily basis, okay? So I wanna make sure you work out more often than less often. And I think even if you just do 30 minutes a day or even 20 if that's all you have, that's better than doing just twice a week, all right? So more often is better. All right, last but not least, you want to, I got asked, why is it that when I stop drinking alcohol, I lose weight? Now that's another great question. Now we know Jesus turned water into wine, but that doesn't mean we want to have wine every day and all the time. You really want to make sure that you moderate that. And I always say, hey, if you can just have one glass of wine, or even if you don't want to have a beer, if you want to do that once during the week and once on the weekend, that's okay. But anything more than that, you're gonna really make it hard for your body to lose weight because your body goes directly into burning alcohol versus fat when you take that in. And your metabolism essentially shuts down during that time period. Also, there's a lot of extra sugar and a lot of extra carbs that go in effect when you do that as well. So I want to keep that in mind. So alcohol is not something that helps you lose weight. It actually stunts that. So you want to really keep that in moderation if that's something you do. So finally, I want to have a few final words. We had a great show today. I had fun speaking with JD and the exercises. I hope that really helps you as well. And I want to finish saying that we saw today that staying fit is more important than just how you look. It's also about how you feel. Adequate strength, agility, balance, and endurance can help you perform better in regular everyday tasks. It can also help you on your job, as you see with JD. Very physical jobs, such as being a police officer, a fireman, a construction worker, a housekeeper, a handyman, chefs, hairstylists, and many other jobs like that, especially are important because you have to stay fit when you do those jobs. It's very important that you don't hurt your back, injure your body in any way, because that's your livelihood. So maintaining long-term fitness is very important to maintaining long-term productivity. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.